15 minutes. That's how long we have before that refund button disappears. So the question is, can we determine whether or not it's a game worth our time when we give it its 15 minutes of game? The game on today's chopping block is Super Heavy Sword, a follow-up to Heavy Sword, which I've looked at before. Super Heavy Sword is kind of like a bee, moving from flower to flower of Nintendo titles and cross-pollinating this one platformer with aspects from the games around it. The overworld mechanic, very reminiscent of Zelda, where you have multiple places you can go at once. Switch blocks like Super Mario World, multiple objectives for levels like Mario 64, as well as hidden coin grabs, and of course, built on a base of Heavy Sword. This game is such a huge borrowing of mechanics and ideas that I've often wondered why Nintendo, being the kind and gracious souls that they are, have not turned their all-seeing eye toward Monster Robot Studios. Any way you slice it, the game has an intriguing mixture of styles and features, many of which are not readily apparent. Only long after the refund window closed did I discover just how many levels and worlds there are. The graphics of Super Heavy Sword are a marked improvement over Heavy Sword, and feel very new Super Mario Bros. They don't quite have the polish, but then again it's not the same budget either. However, I would like to see some icons in a little bit higher resolution. There are no in-app purchases, so it is definitely not a pay-to-win type of game, just good old-fashioned grinding. The music is very nostalgic. There are many levels and achievements as well. The menu has a quick exit feature so you can go to an easy level, get a few power-ups, and then get back to a harder level ready to take it on. Perhaps the largest failing of Super Heavy Sword is the controls, specifically with respect to the wall jumping mechanic. It's just incredibly difficult to handle. Additionally, there is zero gamepad support built into the game, so you will have to use a touchscreen mapper if you want to play with a gamepad. And as we all know, controls are the make or break feature for a platformer. However, I'm going to give Super Heavy Sword a pass on the controls because it's only one specific movement mechanic that gave me troubles, and the rest of it seemed pretty well good. I've not needed to use the wall jump mechanic. Perhaps my tune will change later on. I would be thrilled if in the future we saw the wall jump addressed and some gamepad code added. All things considered though, I'm still playing Super Heavy Sword, so it passed my test and I decided to keep it. You may or may not feel the same, but apart from a minor control issue, which I'm confident can be fixed, it's a great game. You will see familiar things like a Hammer Brother on the screen and know exactly what is coming. It's this kind of fun and fresh take on old ideas that really gives Super Heavy Sword most of its charm. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you have, a comment or a like would be most appreciated. You see, it's your feedback that lets me know how to best allocate my time to the things that you want to see. If you click on any of the videos around here, you'll be taken to a playlist with more of that particular brand of madness. And be sure to subscribe so that you can always be the first to know when I have some new content out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around.